Okay, let me attack this question. Where do I find a better woman? Hello guys, it's Kasim. Welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you're okay. I hope you're having a good week. I hope your family's alright. Welcome. So, yes, you've seen the title. You know what I want to talk to you about. Where do I find better women in 2020, Kasim? How do I go? Is it Tinder? Like, where do I go? Um, I want to talk to you about that. I made down some notes here. 5 things I wrote down here I want to share with you. But before I get into those, guys, look, if you want to help me get to 1,000 subscribers by June and you want to help a brother out, please can you like and subscribe to my channel? You would be an absolute legend. Okay, cool. So let me attack this question because I've been thinking about this and loads of people ask me this question all the time. Loads of lads ask me this. Young people particularly ask me this question because I think a lot of people have pretty much figured out by now that you ain't going to be able to find a partner realistically on on Tinder. Like most people aren't going to find a partner on Tinder. So some people do, but most aren't. So it's like, where do I then find these people? Well, as I say, I wrote down these 5 things. So the first thing that I wrote down here is before you even try thinking about finding these people, one of the first things that you should figure out is what do those women that you want in a man, and ask yourself if you are that. Meaning that if you, for example, want to attract a woman who is family orientated, who wants children, who is not promiscuous, who is a woman who is of good character and comes from a good family background, okay, and is fit, of course, what kind of man would a woman like that want? Because typically speaking, that kind of woman, number one, because she's going to be at home, will need to find a man who earns enough money that he can take care of both her, him, and the child. Particularly if she's family orientated, as you've just said. So firstly, you would need to more than take care of yourself, firstly. Secondly, you would need to more than take care of yourself and her. And then she can even think about children. Those kinds of women who are those types of women think way further ahead, meaning they won't even date you if they don't automatically, because they don't think in terms of, oh, I'm going to date you to have sex with you or to just have fun. They think I'm dating you with the potential of you being my long-term partner, meaning the father of my children. So they off the bat, they're going to want to assess your level of education, how good you are with children, how hygienic you are, do you look after yourself, what's your social status. Like, all of these things are going to matter to the woman. And you have to ask yourself, in terms of the dating market, forget about you being a best friend, in terms of a spouse, how do you rate, right? So, for example, you might want to go through an exercise where you rate yourself in the different categories. Number one, your physical attractiveness. On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being Idris Elba, David Beckham, that's 10. 0 being Diogo, Shrek. Where do you rate? In terms of your physical attractiveness, right? Most men want a girl who's slim, is or curvaceous, and is fit, right? Physically fit. And most women want a guy who has got muscles, big arms, and is physically fit. Where do you rate out of 10? If 10 is Mr. Olympia and 0 is freaking fat or really skinny, where do you rate out of that scale? Right? Because my point being is, the higher up you are on this scale, the better it is. So let's look at income, for example. On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being a guy who earns more than £10,000 every week, because clearly if you're earning £10,000 every week, you're in a whole different league. And a guy who's earning, let's say, is on benefits, where are you? Because if you're finding that you're typically 4s and 3s and 5s, then you're average. These women can get any guy. So why in the world would they choose you? If you're average looking, your money is about average, your body is about average, what the hell is anything special about you? Why would a woman go out of her way when she is unique, right? It's rare to find a woman who is well educated, is family orientated, is good, is not promiscuous, wants a family, actually is not nuts. That is rare. So you want something that is rare, yet you're average. How does that work? It makes no sense. So the first thing that I say to you is, If you want something which is rare, you have to become rare. And a lot of guys are not rare in any stretch of the imagination. They don't have confidence. They don't know what they want. They haven't gone to therapy. They're not ambitious. They haven't got a plan for their career. They haven't got savings. They don't have a home. They have no strategic plan in place to own a home. Like I could go, look, you guys just don't look good. And that's just the honest truth. And what I'm saying to you is the more of if you can study the women you want and what they want and become that, the more you will attract that kind of woman. 2, where would that kind of woman be most of the time? Because typically speaking, women hang around in certain places. So for example, if you want a girl who's a traveler, you want a girl who is all about fun, who's all about holidays, guess where she's going to be spending most of her time? Either at work or on holiday, right? Because she's going to either be at work, spending loads of hours working, saving and not going out. And then for like 6 weeks, she's going to go away and travel all of Europe. So you need places she's going to be is go on Instagram and look at her hashtags to places that she's been traveling to. And I'm going to get into this in a bit. But you want to look at where would she be? So you want to look at adventure websites, right? Because a lot of like companies who do adventures and who do expeditions, they post pictures of their people. And you can look where they live, right? They post pictures. For example, I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro with a company called Can Do Adventures. Can Do Adventures post pictures on Instagram of all of their trips and all of their people. And you can literally, a lot of people comment saying, oh, that was me, da, da, da. You can find out who they are. So they like the same things as you, right? For example, if you want a woman who's very religious, guess where she's going to be? Churches most of her time, because she's religious. If you want a woman who is into hiking, guess where she's going to be? Hiking a lot of the time. So guess where you need to spend most of your time? Hiking, because that's where she's going to be. If you want a woman who's really interested in animals and dogs, guess what? You should spend a lot of, number one, you need to get a dog. And number two, you need to spend a lot of time on walks and stuff like that. Live in an area where there's parks. It's pointless you living in the middle of a city with no parks around you and in wanting people who are women who has animals, because just most people aren't going to do that, are they? So you want to think about where would this woman be? That's really, really important. And then are you there, right? So for example, in America, in Miami and Atlanta, there is a very promiscuous lifestyle. And those women are into being on websites like Seeking, having sugar daddies. So it isn't the best place for you to be meeting, for example, a homemaker kind of woman. You would need to go to a different part of America, somewhere like Georgia, somewhere like, I don't know, Washington, D.C., right? More rural, more suburban areas. That's where a lot of people who are interested in families and stuff like that are going to be. 3, ask your friends and family and colleagues. You would be shocked at the amount of times I ask people, so how did you meet your partner? And they say, do you know what, it's funny. We met because I was having a conversation with my friend, and my friend said, oh, have you ever thought about dating And I said, definitely not. And then we were at a party, and then we were talking, and we found out we had so much in common, blah, blah, blah. You would be shocked at the amount of people around you who know people who would be perfect for you, but they've just never put 2 and 2 together. They've just never really thought about it. But now that you've said you're looking for a partner, they will find, people love to be the heroes. People want to be the hero. People love bringing people together so that they can say, I knew them. I was the one who brought them together. I was the one who first introduced them. People love all that. So if you can ask people around you, you would be shocked. I mean, this is how, you'd be shocked at the amount of people who know people for you. This is how historically it's been. And I don't know why people are changing it up. We all know people. In fact, we know more people today than ever before. So I say to you, bring people together. One of the things that I tend to do is when I know that there are 2 people who are really good for each other, I'll say let's all go Nando's. Let's all go out for drinks, and then when we're all out, I'll just mind my own business. I just do whatever it is I want, and I leave them too. And when we're all together, I said, "Wait, Ben, I swear you're into hiking." It's funny because Hannah actually really likes hiking as well. Yeah, yeah. And then I'll leave it there, and that automatically now just leads them on a path. Like, do you understand? Like, obviously, I very much strongly believe in karma. So in saying this, you're gonna need to do that for other people before they do it for you, right? Reciprocity, the law of reciprocity, law of cause and effect. So you have to always think about this for other people as well as yourself. The life is a circle, the circle of life, you know. That's what I have found anyway. I don't know, you may disagree with me, but that's just what I think. But I say ask for people. I know this is horrible, and you're going to be thinking, yeah, but Kasim, I don't want to look desperate. It's your mates, they don't give a shit. They want you to be happy, right? And actually, it just shows the level of maturity that you're at, that you know what you want, you know the stage of life you're at, and you actually ask for what you want. People love it when people are clear with them and they know where people stand. Because if they can't help you, do you know what I found? I found that if people can't help you themselves, they usually know somebody who can. They said to you, do you know who you speak to? You should speak to Ben about this. Like I told you, people love being heroes, and you'd be shocked at that. 4, find people in the niches that you want to find them in. Okay? So, for example, and I talked a little bit about this earlier on. So, for example, if you absolutely love hiking, guess what? Join hiking groups online. If you are somebody who's really into swimming, guess what? Go on Facebook. There's Facebook groups all over the freaking place, and join those groups, right? Post things about, oh, I've gone, and I'm getting to that in the last bit, but post things in the group. Be active in the group. Get yourself known in the group, right? People like people who they're familiar with, but be active in the group. Talk about things in the local community. Look, if you're really into sports, or you want to attract a woman who's into fitness, you need to be in the goddamn gym. I say to people all the time that one of the new places where people meet today is the gym. The other is, of course, their workplace, but the other is the gym. Why? Because the gym is a place where people who are ambitious, who are looking to be healthy, go. I say to people, women do not go to the gym to try to be healthy. Some of them do, but if they were really going to the gym to be healthy, they would not be wearing the things that they're wearing. Okay, I'm telling you, I was in the gym the other day, and what this girl was wearing is nowhere near what you need to be wearing for the gym. She 100% was there to attract men. She wasn't even doing anything, and I was in the gym for 2 hours. I was doing leg day, I was on the running machine, I was downstairs doing squats. She was doing fuck all. She was spent literally 2 hours just prancing about. So I was like, man, this girl ain't here for the gym. She's here to attract men. She wants a spouse. I don't know, she may want to get laid. I don't know what it was. But join things that are in line with who you want to become. Like join churches. Join singing clubs. If you're really into singing and you're into musical, go to theatres locally. If you're really into theatre and poetry and things like that, go to theatres locally. Right? You're going to find people. But I'm telling you, if people keep seeing you there, they'll be like, man, this guy's always at the theatre. Man, this guy's always at these musicals. Man, this guy's always at football. You'll be surprised, right? And remember, people break up. And when they break up, they'll be like, do you know what? I keep seeing that guy and I've seen him and he's always at football or he's always at this and that. I wonder if, women will say, I wonder what he's doing. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. And the last thing, which I've been talking a lot about already, is share your passions online. I say to people all the time today that your introduction and your CV today is your online presence. And people don't take advantage of this. Your Instagram is your introduction today. Meaning, look, if you're super into hiking, your Instagram should be filled with loads of things to do with hiking. If you absolutely love animals, your whole Instagram and Facebook should be filled with pictures of animals. If you are somebody who is very much into work, guess what? Your loads of your quotes and stuff on your page should be all about work and money and success, right? Because that's what, look, if I go into your Instagram and it all has stuff to do with money and success and passion and whatever, that stuff is going to attract a certain type of woman, right? If your Instagram is all about gratitude and you're talking about meditation, that's going to attract a certain type of woman or a certain type of man. I don't know, whatever it is that you like. So that's it. That's it. Those are the 5 things that I wanted to share with you that hopefully can help you find a better woman. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you doing these already? Are there some ones that I've missed? This is just my personal opinion. You may disagree with it. That's fine. Comment below. Please, can you help me subscribe to my channel and help me get to 1,000 subscribers by June? Apart from that, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.